Welcome to LTS Radio, and I'm your host, Desiree Flanoy. Being a Christian for, over 30 years, I always get a curious look, slightly wrapped in disdain, from other Christians when they overhear me having a conversation regarding stones and energy and metaphysics and smudging. As a culture, we have a tendency to despise, be irritated by, or dismiss things that we don't understand. I am of the belief and understanding that my Heavenly Father has created everything, the things that I can see, the things that I cannot see, the things from our universe to the universes around us. Before we get into that, let's go back to our connection. I look at our connection kind of like a rechargeable battery. There is a strong movement regarding power within ourselves. And I fully believe that we are created in God's image and we do have power within ourselves. But I think it gets lost in translation because the power has a source. We are not the source of that power. A rechargeable battery can run for a long time, depending on the job that is plugged in to do. A rechargeable battery can work well if it's plugged into a toy, or if it's plugged into a remote, or whether it's plugged into a drone. But the power required from that battery to power those different things is going to determine how long of a charge it has. We can do things within ourselves, but eventually we have to go back and plug into the source of our power. And I believe that once we start to look within us like we are the source of our power, that's when things go awry. We have to remember that we are not the source of our own energy. In the same way, the stones, the energy of the earth, the energy of the water, they are not the source of their own energy. Anytime we take something and try and replace it where God is supposed to be in our life, therein lies the problem. I once heard a idol is an unauthorized noun, person, place, or thing that we use to replace God. If there is something that you're doing or an item that you have that gives you peace, when you become frustrated, irritated, or angry, if your first thought is to run to that item versus running to your Father, that item, thing, person, or place becomes an idol. Peace is not a state of mind or a quiet place. It's a state of being. It's being centered in your core from your Father. He gives you peace that passeth all understanding. In a culture of fast-paced, constructed chaos, we must remember where our peace, our balance, and our symmetry come from. It comes from our Father. Thank you for listening to LTS Radio. I'm your host, Desiree Flanoy.